Alright, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of the great millstone that rule well and teach well, orderly and fervently to the Spirit. To the Akim, my fellow laborers, risking their lives and freedom to push this word out in truth and sincerity. To the Akim, YAHAWAH, listening and learning, being doers of the word and abiding in the faith. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah to the Spirit, Shalom wa Barakatah. This is your brother Ariel from the GMS Orlando camp. And today I want to go into a lesson on regeneration, or as the world would refer to it as reincarnation. Alright, another kind of a review lesson to make sure that, you know, first and foremost for myself, you know, but also for you sincere Akim wa Akwat, you different brothers and sisters listening and learning, so you understand, you know, yet another one of the, you know, the beautiful mysteries, the beautiful secrets that YAHAWASHI has revealed unto his people, his chosen people, and really mainly the elect. Alright, Lord's will, we're part of that number. Alright, this is something that the world cannot receive. The world does not understand this. This is why you have people saying, oh, well, why, how could that happen to that innocent person, that innocent child, and all that stuff? Well, they're not innocent. Like the scriptures say, whoever perished being innocent. Okay? You have to understand that YAHAWASHI, that, like I said, the habitation of his throne is justice and judgment, roughly paraphrasing. So the Lord is not going to do anything, right, that a person doesn't deserve. That goes for everybody. That goes for all of us. That goes for his chosen people. That for damn sure goes for these heathens. Okay? So this actually quite beautiful mystery, you know, this beautiful, you know, secret of the Lord, is something that we should always keep in mind. We should cherish this. You know, this is a part of our heritage, a part of our wisdom, our knowledge and understanding from YAHAWASHI through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. You know, and it completely, this is a part of that being renewed by the being transformed by the renewing of your mind. This is a part of that. Okay? It's a part of coming back to who we are, coming back to our heritage, and understanding of, you know, a bit more insight into the ways of YAHAWASHI. So just to get straight into it, because I got a lot of precepts, Lord's will is to be edifying, exhorting, and uplifting. So starting in Exodus chapter 34 and verse 6, okay, it says, and Ha'adawan passed by before him and proclaimed, Ha'adawan Yahawah, Ha'adawan Yahawah power, the merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth. Okay? See, like, I just gotta say, like, the scriptures don't say these things for no reason. Okay? Yeah, we, you know, a lot of times we may read and we just read past, like, you know, like, take genealogy for example. When the scriptures go into genealogy, that was necessary. That's it. That alone is important. Understanding that, you know, this is the seed line of our fathers. The Lord kept the record there for us. You know, all the way back in the ancient world, showing us where everybody comes from, showing us how the Lord operates. Like, this is, we gotta cherish this. We gotta hold on to this and really read and understand everything that's being illustrated to us here. Because I just mentioned, like, the Lord don't do no injustice. Ain't nobody innocent. Okay? Can't nobody bring up no case against the Lord. Can't nobody say nothing against all his will. Okay? Let me read this again. Exodus 34:6. And Ha'adawan passed by before him and proclaimed, Ha'adawan, Ha'adawan Yahweh power, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth. Okay? Verse 7. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, unto the third and to the fourth generation. Now you may read that and immediately think, well, you're going to pay for the sins of your father. No. Alright? This is why we're going to go precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Because in the world, they'll try to say, specifically you Edomites, alright? I'm not even going to say you Edomites because this video is not for Edomites. This video is for my people, the Israelites, for you hopeful elect brothers and sisters out there trying to gain more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Alright? He saw this ain't for you. You can't receive this even if you watch this whole thing. So I'm going to say the Edomites, the so-called white man, woman, and child. The Edomites and, the heathens as well will say things like, well, that was my ancestors that put your ancestors in slavery. That don't got nothing to do with us in this present time now. And that is a filthy, just, what do you call that word? They're basically trying to absolve themselves of the responsibility, of the, accountability of their hand in our oppression. Okay, because the reality is, even if you don't understand regeneration, this is why it says in Wisdom of Solomon 18 that not only the Pharaoh, the nobles of Egypt, of ancient Egypt, but also the common person was punished with the same punishment, the same judgment from BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And it makes perfect sense because they are forwarding the enterprise, the business, the lie, the system of so-called white supremacy. They have completely benefited off of the rape, robbery, and murder that their forefathers, which is them, okay, that they did in our past lives and in their past lives, okay? Everything that is in place today is a direct result of our free labor that they forced us to build up for them. Now, did they pay any reparations? Did they do anything to reciprocate or, restitute, pay back or anything? Absolutely not. You heard about the 40 acres and a mule. You heard about all this stuff. Oh, they talk about education, the importance of education. Education is nothing but indoctrination in the so-called white man society. He wants you to integrate and be like him and be a nice, happy slave with a white picket fence, a house, and a dog, and 2.5 children, they say. Okay? When you're living in the land of your oppressor, you're living in the land of your captivity. You're speaking a disgusting slave language. You're speaking, abominable things, following the ideologies and pseudoscience of this damn devil, which this lesson, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but just for the little rant, so you have understanding that these devils is exactly that. They're devils. They're deceivers. Okay? This verse right here is not saying that a child is going to pay for the sins of their father. No, it's saying that, well, let me not get ahead of myself, but Salakia, I just had to go on that little tangent so you understand. Don't fall for these devil's devices. These devils are responsible. They are directly responsible. Okay? Just looking at it from a worldly perspective, they are directly responsible. And with the added spiritual understanding, the truth you see just how directly responsible they really are. So it amplifies it even more. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Which all these things that I was saying, that's nothing but bribery, trying to make you accept the way things are. Because I'm gonna give you 401k, I'm gonna give you a job, I'm gonna give you quote unquote freedoms to live your life, do as you will here in America, Babylon the Great, as a gift, and that destroyeth the heart, which your heart really refers to your mind, which is why so many of our people are completely blinded to the oppression and the atrocities that they are experiencing and have lived through for centuries. Now you have people like these niggas, these pork chop pastors, taking a 501c3 charter to continue the oppression and deception of our people. You get okay? These politicians that took the bag to speak sweet things to our people, say vote, Democrats versus Republicans, your vote matters, do this and that, all this bullshit, keeping you asleep. They took the gift, they took that bag. Okay, but oppression, which when you're awakened to what's going on, when you understand what's going on, it makes you upset. It makes you like, this is some bullshit. And through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, we gain that understanding. With the added, really the main thing is the truth of why it's like this, why we're going through this, all that. But you know what I mean. Lord's will, that was coherent. But you know what I mean. But I don't want to get too sidetracked, because that's a whole lesson in itself. But basically, these devils are guilty. Okay? They're going to try to lie and say that, no, that's not me. Not only is it you, but like I just explained, you benefit and you forward it through the systems that are in place and you are with and you support today. So anyway, Exodus chapter 20 and verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, right? These different idols, these other gods, right? Nor serve them, for I, HaAdawan, Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Alright? Why did it say third and fourth generation? Because you come back, you're regenerated every third or fourth generation. Okay? Verse 6, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Okay, so Numbers 14 and 18, because here the average person would read these scriptures and think that there's a contradiction somewhere, but it's not once you understand that regeneration is real. Numbers 14 and 18, it says, HaAdawan Yahweh is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. So, check this out, right? Here's an example of them understanding that regeneration is real. Our people understanding that regeneration is real. John 9 and 1. And as Yahawashi passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin? Meaning, who sinned? Right? This man or his parents, that he was born blind. Like, so why was he born blind? Because that's a punishment. That's not good. Okay? If you're born blind, they understood. Okay? We're all regenerated. We've all lived countless lifetimes, right? Because we're all spirits inhabiting earthly vessels. Spirits are ancient. The body is what's new. The body is what you're brought into. You're born as a baby, you grow up until you're elderly, and then you pass away. Okay, so they're saying, did this guy, did he sin? Or him in a past life? Did he do something to what did he do? Or, what did he do to have to be born blind? Okay? And then look at what Yahawashi said. Yahawashi answered, neither had this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of Yahweh power should be made manifest in him. Okay? Because Yahawashi, he performed miracles. He was showing forth the power of Yahweh, of his heavenly Father Yahweh. Right? So this guy was born blind just because he was to be used as an example to glorify the Heavenly Father. Alright, so that was the answer. But they knew that it had to be something for him to deserve blindness. Because ain't nobody going through nothing they don't deserve. And really, we deserve much worse. We really don't deserve the life that we're living now, or the lives that we lived before. But it's the mercy of YAHAWASHI that allows us to continue on. So Ezekiel 18:20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father. Right? Neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. Salakia. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. See that? So it clearly states, look, it's not the child is going to suffer for the parent, or the grandfather did something, so the grandchild has to suffer, or the son did something and the father has to suffer. No, you bear your own iniquity. All right. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. So that when you go back to Exodus and Numbers that we read, that makes it clear that regeneration is real. When it says unto the third and fourth generation, right, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, that tells you my great grandparents or whoever I was back then, that's me now. Okay. Matthew 16:13. When Yahawashi came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? What does that mean? Okay. Going into this, it means that our people, the people understood that regeneration was real. Just like we read in John 9. The disciples understood regeneration. That wasn't something that was debated like how it is today. That wasn't some secret thing. Really. It was like common knowledge. Just like how our people already knew that they were Israelites. You didn't have to go on the highways and hedges and tell our people that you're Israelites. Now, you had Israelite foreigners, of course. Right? But it was to a very, very different degree back then. Alright? But just as an example, like something that was common knowledge, it wasn't something that needed to be debated or anything like that. It was just something that was understood, and that's what these verses, I can't even say implicate, because it's plain upon tables into the holy. Alright, Lord's will. So he said, whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? Verse 14. And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. Okay, right? And I love how it says, or one of the prophets, because that clearly indicates, that's regeneration. He's one of the prophets coming back. Verse 15. He saith unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And that was the point, but I'll keep reading. And Simon Peter answered and said, thou art HaMashiach, the Son of the living power. Alright, because Yahawashi is, he the one. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. This is key as well. Alright, this is key as well to understanding regeneration. People in the world, they'll say history repeats itself. Okay. But really, the scriptures say Yahawashi and Yahawashi had likened his judgment unto a ring. Okay. Matter of fact, want to read that. Damn. That's okay though. Second Ezra chapter 5 and verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first. Alright. Going into Sirach 39, everything is accomplished according to the Lord's will, all in due time. There's no need to rush, there's no need to slow down. Right? And the ring, that's like if you think about the life cycle, okay? The life cycle like we learned in school, like you have the conception, you live your life, then you pass away, then you come back, and it repeats. But it says it better in Ecclesiastes. Alright, back in Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, that the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Also, when you read another place in Ecclesiastes, it says that the Lord requireth that which is past. Alright, and anybody with sense, now Edom will tell you to forgive and forget about the past. Well, he's a hypocrite because he'll tell us that, but then he'll say never forget when it comes to shit that concerns him, like 9/11 or Independence Day, 4th of July, all that bullshit. But when it comes to us, he tells us to forget, because really it's most important when it comes to us, the Israelites, because the Lord required that which is past. We're supposed to look at the past to learn, right? We need to look at what we did, look at what our forefathers did, which was us, right? Like Exodus being the main example. After we were delivered, we erected that golden cattle, that golden calf, and worshipped it as an idol, as a god that delivered us, when it was clearly YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. That shit was deaf and dumb and blind. It had no life in it. That was a blatant mistake that we need to look at. We need to look at the generations of old, and we need to learn from it. We need to understand, gain the understanding. And hey, the scriptures say, let me get that too. Okay. Whatever it is that's on your mind, whatever it is that, that's something I noticed, man. Whatever it is, it's chances are, which it's not chance, it's a spirit. It's in the scriptures, and it says it better than I can say it. You know what I mean? So Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime, meaning back then, were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Perfect. I don't even gotta say nothing else. It said it perfectly. Okay. Verse 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us. See? There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. Now, why would it say there's no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after? Does that, because don't we have history books? Don't we literally have the scriptures? Like it just said, it was written aforetime for our learning. So what could that possibly mean? That means that you don't remember your past lives. You was here before, but you don't remember those former things. You're living a brand new life. Your lot is still maintained. You're still, whoever YAHAWASHI called you to be and chose you to be. But you don't remember those things. You don't remember all them details of your past life. You might we get things like deja vu. We look at old pictures and stuff like that. to look at these memories that are captured in images and written on in books and things like that. People look like us. You have a lot of, lookalikes throughout history. That's regeneration. Because we can clearly look and you know what I'm saying? There's people that have the fact that we have memories. Okay? So that's how you know there's no remembrance of former things, means that we don't remember our past lives. Okay? The things that are to come, like something that is to come tomorrow. If I were to pass away and get regenerated, I'm not going to remember, what is it, November 16th? I'm not going to remember November 17th in my next lifetime. You know what I mean? But yeah. 2 Ezra 14 and 34. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding, and that is a key thing as well. Subdue your own understanding. Alright? Trust in HALALYAM and YAHAWASHI with all thy mind, with all thy heart, and lean not on thy own understanding, because your own understanding is going to get you offended. It's going to get you confused, wait, but how does this work? But what I learned growing up, but according to science, but what about this? But subdue your own understanding. Forget your logic, your way of thinking. The scriptures say, my thoughts are not your thoughts, my ways are not your ways, but they're higher. Alright, referring to Yahawadah. Whatever he says, that's 100%, you can trust that. That's fact. Even if it seems unlikely to you in your mortal, feeble mind. Speaking to myself first and foremost. Because we ain't nothing but mortals. We ain't nothing but feeble, fleshly beings right now. So we got to subdue all that. Forget about all that. And look at this. Read this. Alright? And then you'll get through that precepts we gain understanding, which is what we're doing right now. So 2 Ezra 14:34, therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, again, going back into being transformed by the renewing of your minds, ye shall be kept alive. See, people talk about brainwashing, and how bad it is to be brainwashed and all that. But when it comes to the Lord, we need our brains to be washed. Literally, it's in the Word. When you wash something, you're making it clean. So when referring to your brain, your mind, we need that brainwashing, because we were brain dead in the world. We was corrupted. We was all messed up and nasty. So now we need that brainwashing to be brought back to who we really are. And who we really are holy, is a holy people. Okay? Meant to be perfect. Alright? Meant to be representatives of YAHAWASHI on the planet Earth. Okay? So yeah, I'll gladly be brainwashed through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. Meanwhile, the people in the world are brain dead. Okay? Brain rotten. So it says, and reform your hearts, which is your mind. Ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. Okay? But that's not referring to going to heaven or hell. Because really, we all deserve to go to hell. We all deserve to go to hell by that logic. And burn forever? Is that merciful? Does that make sense? That the Lord would have people literally go under the earth. After they die, they go down into a red, burning hell, horrible torture place forever and ever, for all eternity. That don't even make sense. Okay? So it said, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. Verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. And then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. And how do we get understanding on that? Is you get the precepts. So 2 Corinthians 5 and 10, for we must all appear before the judgment seat of HaMashiach, that every one may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. And I wanted to read that in the NLT too. For we must all stand before HaMashiach to be judged. We will each receive whatever we deserve for the good or evil we have done in this earthly body. So when we're saying, look, when you pass away, when you die, all right, your spirit goes to the spirit world, right? You get judged, right? And you live out that judgment in a new lifetime. You come back to the earth. Your spirit is put in a new body. Okay, you go through that life cycle once again. And we've done that countless times. Again, spirits are ancient. The flesh is new. Every new lifetime. That's why you got kids dying, starving, people born all messed up, not mutilated, mutated, deformed. That's a judgment that they're living out. Alright, just think about these damn, man, these Edomites messed up now. Think about what these damn devils have done to us. Have done, period, in their past lives. So you got these new kids, these new Edomites born, you know, and whatever judgment they have waiting for them, all right, they're receiving it for damn sure, or they're about to, Lord's will, very soon, when the Great Tribulation pops off, you know. You got them all strung out on opioids, living on the streets. They're living worse than Jake. A lot of Edomites. This is your kingdom. This is Esau's kingdom, and they living worse than Jake. You know. So make that make sense. This is Esau's kingdom. You know, he got all the answers. He got all the knowledge. He got all the power, all the wealth, all the generational wealth. And he's living worse than I have a roof over my head. I'm not doing too good. You know, I'm doing all right. I'm doing fine. Salakia, I'm doing fine. The YAHAWAH. The fact that I'm doing fine, and you got crackers living in their cars, living on the streets, begging me for money. Me begging. You got an Edomite begging me for money. Make that make sense. That's a judgment from Yahawadah. How you, the nobility, we're in a kingdom that belongs to you, and you begging the plebeian, you begging the lower class for money. Make that make sense, bro. You see how messed up this place is, man? This place is on its way out. Okay, so they got judged, man. If they were born with one leg, blind, or whatever, that's judgment. Okay? That goes for anybody. Anybody, man. You're getting judged. And the elect, we get judged too, but a lot of things is also we're just getting tried. These different infirmities, Apostle Paul spoke about that. You know, we're getting tried. We are not the same as the rest of these people. Okay? Not from a prideful sense, but from a faith sense. From a we're set apart sense. Alright? But anyway, Ecclesiastes 3, starting at verse 14. I know that whatsoever the Most High doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And Yahweh power doeth it, that men should fear before him. Right? Verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, And Yahweh power requireth that which is past. See? And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Under the sun, meaning on the planet Earth, throughout the earth. Alright, the place of judgment. Alright, this is where judgment occurs. That wickedness is here on the planet Earth, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, Yahweh power shall judge the righteous and the wicked. For there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. I said in mine heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that Yahweh power might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. For that which, and man, I did a lesson on that, a live lesson, going into how people ain't nothing but brute beasts, operating off instinct, operating just like animals. I mean, they say it themselves that we're animals, we're mammals too, and we're no different from them. And that couldn't be any further from the truth, but that's for that lesson. So verse 19, it says, for that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts. Even one thing befalleth them. As the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man hath no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity. Right? King Solomon, sharing that wisdom, like, look, this is all vanity. They all die the same way. The sons of men and beasts, the same thing befall them. Right? All go, verse 20, all go unto one place. All are of the dust of the earth, and all turn to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth? Okay. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, right? And the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth. Why? Because the spirit of man, needs to get judged for their actions. Okay? The spirit of the beast, like a dog. They say all dogs go to heaven. Really, the thing is, animals don't got to get judged for nothing they do. They live in according to instinct, because they're beasts. They're just meant to be to be subservient to humans, to man. Animals aren't malicious. They don't seek out all these different inventions. They know one thing, survival. Just live. And that's how they're supposed to be. They in order. Now man is the one that's doing all this wickedness and doing things out of their own vain imaginations. So they got to go upward to the spirit world to get judged and to get regenerated. The spirit of beasts, they just get regenerated. They don't got to get judged for nothing. They just come back. Okay? Verse 22, wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better. Oh, that was the 21 was the point. Okay. So Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. Then shall the, or was there more on that actually? Okay, that's it. Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh power who gave it. See? And it said it there as well. Right? The dust returns to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto Yahweh power who gave it. So Job 3 and 17. There the wicked cease from speaking about death, speaking about the grave. Because when you die, you're really just at rest. Because people, it speaks about that in 2nd or 1st Thessalonians, about how those that died in HaMashiach, they're just asleep. our brethren in the faith, they are asleep. We should not sorrow as them in the world which have no hope. Because they think that once you die, that's it. And you'll never see them again. But that's not true. Alright, they're just asleep. Okay? But basically, Job was going through it, so he was, lamenting, like, man, wouldn't be too bad. And we all went through that at some point, like, them thoughts, self-deletion thoughts, or just like, man, shit would just be easier if I was in the spirit world, honestly. Hey, Apostle Paul, when he had his experience of death and going to the spirit world and seeing the heavenly things and all that, he's like, man, I'd very much rather stay up there, roughly paraphrasing. But it was needful for him to be here because he still got work to do. Same for us, we still got work to do. We still have a purpose to fulfill. So Job was saying in Job 3:17, there the wicked cease from troubling, and there the weary be at rest. Literally. So that's another example. So 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 32, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Okay, going into your lot, right? So this is going into how you are, well, like Ecclesiastes said, right? In the book of Ecclesiastes it says, that which is crooked cannot be made straight. Alright, can you make that straight which Yahweh power hath made crooked? And the same goes the other way. Whatever it is that YAHAWASHI has willed, it's going to be that. Can't nobody, and it said that, we read that too. Alright, it will be done. There's nothing that can be done about it because the Lord has willed it already. Alright, the Almighty Power had ordained Edomites to be wicked, for example, and Israelites to be the righteous. Okay? And then even deeper than that, you got the ordinance of the elect. And the rest of our people, the 2/3, were blinded. Okay? Lord's will were part of the elect. Same thing we hear. The spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So if you were a prophet in your past life, you're going to be a prophet now. Prophets are always prophets. Whatever lot you had before, it's the same lot now. If you were righteous before, you're righteous now. If you were wicked before, you're wicked now. There's no changing that. There's nothing you can do about that. YAHAWASHI is the one in control. Okay, that which had been is now. Malachi 4 and 5. Alright, here's an example. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of HALALYAM. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. Alright, and through the Spirit, we believe that's Elder Abba Bivens, going back to like the 70s, I believe. That really brought this truth out. Okay? He was like what's the word? Like a catalyst for the truth to come out. Let me look that word up real quick. Catalyst. And Salakia for that that thing that popped up, that was a bookmark. Just looking into, I look at different articles and things like that, different things that people put out there, because I was really like researching, like, damn, these Edomites, man. For that specifically, actually, you got that lie that Esau put out, that there's a G-spot in a man's anus, which it's nothing but perversion. So I was looking at these different articles, and I was piecing the different things together, showing that this damn devil. I used to write a lot, so I would write like research papers or little just notes and stuff here and there as well, just going into how sick these devils are. All right. So, but Salakia for that popping up. I just had to explain that so cause it looks crazy. It looks crazy. But catalyst, the definition of catalyst. A substance usually used in small amounts relative to the reactants that modifies and increases the rate of a reaction without being consumed in the process. One that precipitates a process or event, especially without being involved in or changed by the consequences. Okay, so they're giving me kind of like the scientific definition, but something that serves as a precipitating occasion for an event. Someone or something that encourages progress or change. So kind of like that. Alright. But I guess catalyst is more like the way they're putting it, it seems more supplemental. Which in that sense, you could still say that Elder Abba Bivens was supplemental, because the main component was BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, regardless. So that's not necessarily incorrect. But yeah. So there was that, right? Elijah the prophet. And when we go to John chapter 1 verse 19, and this is the record of John, when the Jews sent priests and Levites from Jerusalem to ask him, "Who art thou?" So they were asking John, "Who are you?" Verse 20, and he confessed and denied not, but confessed, "I am not HaMashiach." Alright. And they asked him, "What then? Art thou Elijah?" And he saith, "I am not." "Art thou that prophet?" And he answered, "No." Right? So when they asked him if he's Elijah, again, this shows you that, look, the fact that they asked him if he's Elijah, because Elijah done passed a long time ago, but the fact that they asked him that shows you they know that regeneration is real. So when you go, the precept that proves it, that nips it in the bud completely, is Yahawashai's own words. Matthew 11 and 13. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if ye will receive it, this is why we always say, if you can receive it. It's not a cop-out. It's not us, trying to be all pretentious, like, well, if you can understand it, I can't force you to it. No, it's if you will receive it. Yahawashi said it himself, because not everybody can receive it. This is Elijah, which was for to come. So he said, look, John is Elijah in the regeneration, which was prophesied to come. Okay, so this is like all you need is John 1 and 21 and Matthew 11 and 13 and 14. If you were like on the highways and hedges and someone asked about regeneration, because that is like so clear, it's literally undeniable, unless they're a bug out. Revelation chapter 10 verse 10. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey, and as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. Alright, because that's a bitter thing to hear. It's like, I'm a prophet right now. You telling me I gotta come back and do this? I gotta come back and suffer more? Thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. And the main one, that main thing would be here in Babylon the Great, with all nations is present here in Babylon in this land, because this is a melting pot. All right, like it says in Habakkuk, he heapeth unto himself all nations. Okay, Daniel 12 and 13, right? But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. And I'll look up this word lot, right? Lot. Matter of fact, it would be it would just be better if I went to Blue Letter. Daniel 12, and what was it? 13. Lot, portion, thing assigned by casting lots. Pebbles used for systematically making decisions. Okay. Because that's something that we would do. That's a custom of Yasharallah, Israel, is that we would cast lots. Like how if you and your siblings were trying to make a decision and you couldn't come to a consensus, you would just play rock, paper, scissors, and whoever wins, their choice is the one that you would go with. Casting lots. Except and the thing is, that's very spiritual, because we understand that everything is controlled by YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, even down to a little game of children playing rock, paper, scissors. It was ordained for it to go that way. So when we would cast lots is like, hey, YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, guide us in making this decision. We cast that lot, and whatever it ran, like a dice, you know? Hey, if it lands on 4, 5, or 6, that's yes. If it lands on 1, 2, or 3, that means no. And we cast that lot, make that decision like that. Whatever it lands on, that's the Lord's will. Simple things like that. I think that's really cool. And there's like ancient dice too. I think I made a video on that a while ago. A portion or destiny, as if determined by lot. See? That's all we need, really. So, Daniel 12 and 13. But go thou thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. You got to go again and prophesy at the end of the days. When we in the last days of the last days, Lord's will. Matthew 19 and 28. Alright. And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Yasharallah. Alright, and that's the beautiful part about it, is that although it's bitter, right? You have to swallow the whole roll, the sweet as well as the bitter. But the sweet is so sweet that it really don't even make sense. It's like how wicked we are, to the point where it's like, ain't logically, right, according to the world, there's no coming back from our situation. But the Lord has ordained that we would return unto him and we would be saved. Not only that, but we would have much more increase in our latter end than our beginning. Like what happened to Job. He was blessed even more so above what he started with. At the beginning of the book of Job. Our situation, our kingdom is going to be beyond comprehension, beyond imagination. That's why I think it was Balaam in the book of Numbers was like, damn, let my latter end be like him. Let me be like them. If this is what I got to go through to get what they about to get, I'll gladly go through it. And this shit is bad. We in a really bad situation. So for him to say that, the kingdom must be really, really good. So it's like, yeah, man, we got to be willing. Because this is a beautiful thing that it's predestinated. It's our destiny. We're destined, like they say, we're destined for greatness. And that's a beautiful thing, man. And it's not even something that we have to really, earn, through the Spirit, we're doing the work, we're submitting, and we're willing to suffer, but we could never, the scriptures say, you can never go far enough. When you exalt him, do it with all thy might. Extol him, as much as you can. You can never go far enough. The Lord exacteth much less than what thine iniquities deserve. Quoting a couple scriptures, So it's like, man, that's a beautiful thing. That the Lord's will be done no matter what. No matter what. And 2/3 of our people are going to come back in the kingdom too. That's boundless mercy of YAHAWASHI. So, it's a merciful predestination. Psalms chapter 16 and verse 5. HaAdawan, Yahweh is the portion of mine inheritance, and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yea, I have a goodly heritage. Titus 3 and 5. Not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us, by the washing of regeneration and renewing of QADASH, the Holy Spirit. The washing of regeneration. Like a new lease on life. Of course, it's predestinated anyway. But it's like, yeah, we have more, more time, more chances to put forth that effort into rehearsing the righteous acts, into glorifying YAHAWASHI, all these different lifetimes. It's like a video game. Like, you have all these lives to try to beat that level. That's kind of what I think about. But, John chapter 6 verse 35. And Yahawashi said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. But I said unto you that ye also have seen me, and believe not. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and he that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. For I came down from heaven not to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me. And this is the Father's will, which hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at the last day. And this is the will of him that sent me, that every one which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Revelation 18 and 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, referring to the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh power hath avenged you on her. On who? Babylon. How? If this is the last kingdom, we're in Babylon right now. It's the present time. The apostles have passed away. Them prophets of old, they done passed away. So what is this talking about? It's talking about us. It's talking about us. Lord's will, we're part of that number. We're back. The prophets are back. The apostles are back. Regenerated in these last days. Like it said, you got to come back and prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. That's us, bro. This is our heritage. And it seems unlikely. You look at yourself like, me? The prophets went through that though. Jeremiah, Jonah, didn't want to do the work. Like, I'm nothing but a kid. I'm a child. Moses was like, I'm not an eloquent speaker. But the Lord gave us everything we needed to serve him, to do the work, to be a part of the elect. Lord's will, we're part of that number. And it is us. Alright? You gotta have faith. You gotta truly believe that. Ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh power hath avenged you on her, because they're here. Okay? Otherwise, this don't make no sense, because they ain't never been in Babylon the Great. But it does make sense, because that is the truth. In verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Alright? And this is the patience and the faith of the saints. This is what we're waiting on right now, for Babylon to fall and our enemies to be consumed. The last scripture I want to get is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 27, verse 9. The birds will resort unto their like, so will truth return unto them that practice in her. Okay, so I'll go ahead and close it out right there. I pray the lesson was edifying, exhorting, and uplifting through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. The word YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Ka YAHAWAH, QADASH bestowed upon me to bring out this lesson and push forth this word. Keep pushing, keep praying, keep fasting, keep enduring, keep striving for the truth unto death, and YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI shall fight for thee, and keep abiding in the faith. Abad Babal, Kwam Yashua, let's stay strong, we're almost home. Shalom, Wa Barakiam, Lahabakariam, meaning peace and blessings to the elect. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Ratazah, willing we may be a part of that number. Ahabatam, love y'all, may the blessing of election be upon your households, and blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto Yahawadah, Wa Yahawashi, Samyad, Wa LAHAWALYAM, always and forever. Shalom.